G'day guys, how's it going? So this morning when I got up it was like sunny and now it's overcast, and that was like maybe half an hour, about an hour and a half ago. Seriously. Well, it's projected to rain most of the weekend anyway, or at least threatened to rain. Anyway, trust and rope. It's something that I heard of Simon Sinek when he was talking about one of his friends saying, trust is like a rope. When you're using rope, like you're using trust, at first you don't trust the rope, like you test it out tentatively, and will it support my weight? Can I lean on it? Like like a rope bridge. So can I lean on it? All that sort of stuff. And you put a little bit of weight on it, test it out, and then gradually, every now and again you can put more on it until you can rely on it. But that's the thing with the rope bridge. You might get a bit complacent and not notice things like it needs maintenance, it needs work, it needs to be upkept, it's fraying a little, and not only that, but it's not just you that's testing that rope bridge that you build of trust, it's the other people around you as well. They're testing out your trust, your reliability, what they can trust you with, and not only you, but they need to maintain it as well. So it's a really pretty good analogy, I could say, using rope bridges and trust, and if it can bear the weight, what type of rope and all that sort of other stuff. So this will be a good thing for all those ropey people out there who are into rope and rope play, like shibari and Western style rope. Testing that out is, to me, trust is, like I said, a pretty fluid thing. And it's not always like, do you trust me and then I can trust you with everything. There's some people I wouldn't trust to make a cup of coffee, but I trust them to be there for me. Some people I wouldn't trust to, arrive on time, but I'd, trust them to, do other things, It's something that you need to revise every now and again. It's always good to, check. Not that you distrust them, but just to see how it's changed and evolved throughout your different relationships. There's quite a few people I know, that couples every now and again. I know one that once a year they kind of sit down and have a good chat. Not to say that there's trust issues there, but just to touch base and test out that bridge, and just to make sure the bridge is in good nick, in good order. It's not just about trust, it's about respecting them, each other as well, opinions, feelings, honouring their relationships that they have with each other. And it doesn't have to be, like I said, romantic or intimate relationships. Being into relationship panicking for my whole life, and only finding the concept recently, it's quite an eye-opener to just say, okay, well, this is how I view relationships. I treat everyone with the same common courtesy as I would expect, and then the rest is kind of up to them as to how I react and act, because you can't control their reactions and actions. And that comes into a trust issue as not as in a negative issue, but a trust issue as in you're testing out how far you can trust them and people, and what with. Some people you wouldn't trust with your headspace, other people you would. Some people you would trust with your life, other people you won't. It's not to say it's a bad thing. That's just, you just have different bonds and different levels of trust with different people in different areas. So, I guess today, pretty heavy topic for Friday. I should stop doing that. Make it more light. Trust. I'll wait for the noise to go by. Trust. What do you trust other people or to do? Is it trust or expectations? They're different things. What is it you think people trust you to do? What can people trust you to do? What can people rely on you to do? What do people expect you to do? Now they're all different things, being relied upon, being trustworthy, expectations of different people. So think about that. How do people gain trust with you? How do you gain trust with others? It's different for everybody. For some people it's, keeping promises. For some people it's just being reliable. For some people it's just being there when they needed it, and everything else can go hang. When it comes down to it, it will all depend on your own guiding principles and your own ethics. So have a think about that. But remember to have fun as well. You trust your friends, and which ones you trust to have fun with you and pull you up and saying, hey, you're being too serious, stop that. I have a few friends who I'm going to be seeing this weekend for hugs and all sorts of fun things, and I trust them. They're awesome, and people that I call up and trust to give me an honest opinion about what's going on in my head. I call them a bit like Tony, Eleanor, Phoebe, and a whole host of other people that I call up and say, look, hey, my head's just, tell me if I'm wrong here, is this the right or wrong impression? Am I going too far? Am I just got my head up my butt? And, trust them to do that. So anyway, I better get going. Friday, thank God it's Friday. Have a good weekend. Love you guys, see ya.